the green building basics, if you will. And it all starts with site. It all starts with the site selection. And again, whether you're buying, leasing, developing, building, it all starts with the site. Where you're geographically, where you're physically located, is going to allow you to do a lot of different things, or eliminate a lot of options for you. Understanding what I like to do is one of the first things I do when I get a new project is go onto Google Earth, put the address in, and then draw a quarter-mile and a half-mile loop out around it, and then get a sense of what basic services are in there. What other communities are in there? What's the level of connectivity that this site offers? And I know by doing that that I'll have a better understanding. Are the people who are going to use this facility, are they going to be walking around that neighborhood? Are they going to be riding their bicycles? Are they going to be taking buses, trains, light rail? Or are they going to be confined to single occupancy vehicles? Which begins to shape the kind of lifestyle and the kind of environment that you have, just based on where it's located and what's around it. A great resource for anybody who's kind of curious about how to gauge one of these metrics I've been talking about, how to gauge kind of the walkability of the site, if that's important to you, if you're trying to spend less time in your car, keep the miles down from your lease agreement, and spend more time outside. And if it's walking something you enjoy and you want to be able to do that, walkscore.com is a fantastic website. You can put in any address there. You can pick on the slide bar if you want to look at it from a walkability perspective, from a bike rideability perspective, from a car drive, or from a bus route. If you know that you only like to walk for 30 minutes, you can set the scale to a 30-minute walk, and it'll show you your realm, kind of what your area is going to look like. So I encourage anybody who's thinking about buying a property or looking to invest in a property to understand that this kind of metric is becoming more and more powerful in the marketplace, and use it to your advantage, and use it to educate yourself so you don't get stuck in a spot that makes you really uncomfortable. So stormwater, as you get closer, and we're going to kind of hone into the site, we're going to get right into the building, and we're going to talk about a lot of different things with regards to green building. But as far as curb appeal goes, it's kind of a big deal. A lot of realtors talk about curb appeal. Everybody understands that when you look at a property, that sort of the first impression that it leaves with you is an important one. So one of the things I always look for if I'm looking at a property, I want to understand how well it's been maintained, get a sense of what the value is in that property moving forward. Look at the stormwater. Look at the way that property, that building has been designed to shed water. We all know that we get a ton of rain down here. It can be the best thing for us if you're trying to grow something, the worst thing for us if you're trying to get from your car to your apartment and you don't have a covered garage. But either way, if you come up to a building that you're thinking about getting involved with, and you see something like this, what's on the Jumbotron here, where you have basically downspouts leading into ponds that form around the corners of your building. That's something that if you have that condition at your house, you could add a lot of durability. You could add a lot of life to the foundation of your house and the materials that are on the cladding, the sides of your house, by eliminating that. It's not especially difficult to do. You can do it a million different ways. A lot of people use these bioswales, which is an exciting way to do it. You can get artistic with it. There's all kinds of different downspouts. The nice thing about water, it's pretty predictable. It's going to go to the low spot. You can capture it, and you can direct it to a lot of different places. So here, in the first picture, you kind of see what storm drain, what a really good storm drain design looks like. It's led away from the foundation, down a slope, into a swale. That's going to keep the water out of the places where you're going to be walking or playing, or your pets are going to be, and it's going to make your property a lot easier to deal with from a maintenance perspective. It's going to keep moisture out of the inside of the building and on the outside of the building, which is kind of where you want it. And then if you take it a step further, you can really harness that water and use it to do all kinds of things that you enjoy, whether that's gardening or growing plants, or in this case, even a sculpture. It's one thing to look at, a great resource when it comes to not just stormwater, but also for irrigation needs and all different ways that you can use landscaping to improve the sustainability of your house. These guys, Florida-friendly landscaping, Florida-friendly yards, they take it as far as using trees for shading, using trees for stormwater retention, understanding what varieties of plants are native, what types of flora and what types of fauna that flora is going to attract. All of these things at the end of the day come right back to the homeowner or to the property owner. These are the kind of things that can either have a really positive impact by reducing your maintenance cost, or a really negative impact by increasing the maintenance costs and the trouble that goes along with your site.